Okay, go ahead and get comfortable. Close your eyes or lower your eye gaze. Take a few soothing breath cycles to align your body onto the mat. Inhaling into being here now. Nice long and slow exhale. Bring your awareness into your feet and your legs, and the lower body. Your sits bones, the pelvic floor. This lower body, grounded energy, stable, present. We're going to take a few breath cycles up through the front body and down through the back body. So you might imagine like a glowing marble or some sort of like a sphere, some sort of movement. It can be just like a light energy up from the lower body, lifting through your front body as you breathe, all the way through the top of the head and down as you exhale down the back body. You might visualize the movement, feeling it, and feeling the slight muscle engagements that occur as you exhale all the way back down into the lower body, the pelvic floor, like the tailbone comes down and then up through the front. Inhaling through the front. Exhaling through the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing your awareness into your middle area, the abdomen, the middle back. Even into the navel and the lower back. Bringing awareness into the chest and the ribs, the lungs opening. Into the tops of the shoulder. Bringing the awareness to the back of the neck, really high up near the skull, that area where tension headaches kind of originate often. You might even take your fingers, I'm using my pointer and middle fingers together at the big hollow feeling space at the back of the neck. Just relax your hands back down and through the spine. Imagine like a ladder or stepping all the way down. Many breath cycles as we take. One more breath. Bring your hands together to the heart. Easy, blink open the eyes. We'll just roll through some cat-cows. The next time you exhale, rounding your back, stay back if you can, relax your neck, relax your shoulders a little. The next time you come forward, stay forward, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening across the chest, drawing in and up through the navel, little open space through the front of the neck. And soften out from there. Take your shoulders, we'll roll them back a few times. Stretch your arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, easy, press up. Don't need a lot of effort there, just little by little. Gentle, release your hands, press out side to side. Little bend of the elbows maybe, press through your palms. Spread out your thumbs and your pinky finger. Exhale, gentle, hands down. Good, roll your shoulders back, anchor your fingers to the sides. Draw your chin in, forehead down. And if it's okay to move your head a little side to side. Good, roll the head back to neutral. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, come to a forward fold. Walk your hands behind you. Lift up through the front body. We're rolling the arms back, engaging the shoulder blades towards each other and down. Let it go. And change your leg position. Rolling through your cat cows on this side. Keeping with your breath. Good. Take the shoulders down the back, spine up, ribs in. You might bring your hands to the chest or to the deltoids, out the side of the shoulders. Getting into some of these shoulder circles, elbow circle. Maybe the circles are growing bigger. Maybe you found the right range of motion spot for you. And let it go. Then hug across your body. Round your back if it feels good. Release the arms. Reach them back up. Bigger lift. Exhale into your forward fold. Walk the hands behind you. Engage up through the front body. and let it go. Good. All right, let's go ahead and come into our table. We'll flow a little bit through some cat cows and get moving. Breathing through your cat cows. Come back to your table and take your right leg back. Press through your foot. Lift up through the low belly. Stay here, breathe, and take your left hand forward. Keep nice and neutral, long through the back of the neck. You might draw the chin towards your neck just a little bit. Bring the hand down, press into your foot. And come back to your table, cat-cow. Through your table, left leg back. Right hand forward. Spread out the weight in your hand through the fingers. Hand down, toes down, press into your foot. Back to your table, cat-cow. Walk your hands up. Engage through the quads. Engage through the low belly. Move your wrists. Take your hands to the low back. Fingers pointing down. And just little by little, draw the elbows back without pressing your ribs forward. Keep that engagement through the quads, lifting upwards through the low belly, ribs in. Doesn't have to be that big of a movement. Just letting the elbows come back to where they have a natural range of motion without pain. Engage the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, slide the hands down, let it go. Roll the shoulders, move your wrists. And we'll go ahead and come up to our down dog. Move your hands forward. Lift your hips to the sky. Nice deep breath, cycle. Pedal your feet, lift through your sits bones. Come all the way forward. Come to your halfway lift into your forward fold. Take your time rising up. The front body lifts you up. You might stretch your arms up to the sky. Exhale, release your arms. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to your half lift and step back into your plank pose. Knees up or down, we'll hold for 3 breath cycles. Deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more. As you exhale, go ahead and come down. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Stretch your left leg back. It doesn't have to be huge. Keep it a little shallow. Feel into your standing leg. Change legs. Stretch the right leg back. Bring your foot down, hips up, and step forward. Half lift, forward fold. Inhale, come up. Arms to the sides. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Our halfway lift. Step to plank, hold for 1 breath cycle. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Cobra. Back to down dog. Nice long exhale. Stretch your left leg up. And we'll bring it forward into our crescent lunge. Step your foot forward. Rise up. We get that same energy of front body engaging up, back body engaging down. Now through the back of the leg, there is some engagement up, of course. Inner legs engaging inward creates upward. Sustainable. Lower your hands, step forward, come down into your chair pose. Stretch up, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, step to plank, and lower down. Your cobra or your up dog. Exhale back to your down dog. Stretch your right leg back. And step it forward. Rise up, here we are. Step forward, arms to the sides. I often bring my hands kind of to my waist when I come down to chair, because I think of chair originating from here more and then drawing down. So it is more of this, like it does plenty on the legs, of course, but it's a drawing in, sinking down. So much engagement in the legs. Be here and breathe. Soften your jaw. Maybe even lift the corners of your mouth, the corners of your lips. Stretch up to the sky, big reach. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, back to plank pose. Come down, dog or cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Right leg back. Exhale, step it forward, back foot warrior one. Core that lifts us, the core that holds us. Step forward, arms to the sides, down to chair. Stretch up, forward fold. Halfway lift, plank, lower down, up dog cobra. Down dog. Stretch your left leg back. Exhale it forward. Back foot changes, warrior one. Step forward, arms to the sides, down to chair. Inhale up, let it go, forward fold. Halfway lift, step back to plank, come through your chaturanga. Down dog. Left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Lengthen out a little bit. So we're getting into this long lunge. You might need to scoot your foot a little bit more. You might like blocks for your hands to keep you a little higher. Breathe here. Rotate your left hand up. Exhale down, back foot. Go ahead and change it to your warrior. I'm going to pop it into place a couple of times here. Rise up. Warrior one. Lengthen your leg for your pyramid. Bend that knee and come up. Let's take one great flight. Lift your back leg, come to fly, warrior three. Hold it and breathe. Let it go. Land. Roll your shoulders, soften your jaw. Maybe you roll forward or back. Side to side. Come down to chair. Stretch out, forward fold. Halfway lift, step back into your plank. Come through your chaturanga. You know all of your options, honoring yourself. Exhale, back to down dog. Stretch that right leg up. And bring it forward, however it needs to get there. From here, to get into this longer lunge, I'm just like taking my back foot, letting it take its time a little bit to bring it back. If that's not right for you, you can always have your knee down instead. This gets to like the most length that we have here. I like using blocks for my hands. Find it relaxes stress through my hands and my wrists. And it creates more possibility to lengthen out. And take your right arm up. Exhale it down. Good. We're going to take our back foot, popping it into warrior one. So I'm going to take a little journey here for my back foot. There we go. Rise up. Lengthen for pyramid. Also love blocks for pyramid. Bend into the knee and come up. Set up to fly. Warrior three. Stay here. Energy through the front body, energy through the back body. And let it go. Land gently. Just want to take like a little step out, bend into the knees, and shift the hips a little side to side. Whatever way feels good for you. Come on up. Step out wide onto your mat. We'll come into our wide forward fold and hold a little space there. Take your time coming up. Open out to the right. We'll come to our side angle. We have talked about that standing side stretch a little bit. This upper side body has a similar effect with the front to the top hip point. If it's angled lower, if it's angled forward, or if we can get this sense of lifting it and rotating upwards, it's kind of the same stretch through the side if I'm like this in a side angle, or if I'm like this. See, it's kind of the same line. Reverse your warrior. Come up into triangle. Staying high for these ones. Come out. Bring your foot to neutral in your wide stance. Bring your hands behind you if it's okay. Lift up the heart. Shoulders back, shoulder blades down to fold. Slide the hands down, stretch out side to side, hug your legs. Come on up. Side angle to the left. Reverse. In triangle. Bend the knee, come out, rotate, and we'll come into our wide forward fold with a few breaths to do what feels good for you. If it's your twist, if it's just being stable, if it's bending into your knees. And go ahead and come out. Make your way up to standing. Let's go ahead and do that side stretch since we talked about it. We have talked about it. And I hope that that parallel lends a little interest for you. So we'll just take the left leg in front. Right, bringing the hips to the left leg in front. Interesting. Hips to the right, hands to the left. So we're stretching away from the back foot, creating this long arch up and over. Come out, you can relax your arms, change sides. And come out. Down onto your left leg. Bring that right foot up for a quad stretch, and we can take it to dancer if you like to. Remember, as you're coming into your dancer, there is a pretty strong engagement for your shoulder. So that the arm is anchored into the shoulder to give a great anchor and pull onto the foot. Exit out. Change sides. Letting it be the progression that feels good for you. Like my left knee needs a little extra time to stretch before I press into my foot. Maybe if they come dancer pose. Out. Good. Let's go ahead and step to the front of the mat, and we're going to come down into a table. I want to have time for pigeon or figure four. So that's where we're going. Into a forward fold. Give your low back a moment. It feels good to sway a little bit here. And in your time, if you want to, come down into a seat or onto your back for a figure four. If you want to come to a pigeon through a table or through your down dog, you know what to do. We're all going to end up in some variation. Slowly come out. Change sides. And come on out. Just settle into a child's pose. If you want to, if you're on your back, you want to hug your knees into a modification of a child's pose. Feels good for you. Easy, make your way to your seat. Let's see. Here, let's do some options of a seat. So option 2, sit on your heels. Sometimes I like a little cushion for that. Even under my feet, so that like the tops of my feet, if it's uncomfortable to press down like that. That's my real preference on a thin mat. You might have a block. You might not like to sit with your knees in this kind of position at all. And if that's the case, sit in a different one, no problem. We're just taking a moment to do some little bit of massage through the front side of the neck, the SCM, the muscle that connects the very back underneath the ear, across to the front of the neck. I'm just reaching over, gentle massage. As you get lower, it can be a little bit more maybe vulnerable feeling. Maybe like the muscle gets like thinner, a more tendony. And go ahead and take your hands, anchor them under the collarbone. Gentle, lift the chin up. Soften that out. If sitting like this is no longer your friend, you can change. If it's no problem at all, you're like, can enjoy sitting in hero pose, bringing the feet to the outside of the hips, maybe. Change sides for the neck. I find closer up towards the jaw. This muscle area can be a little more hard or like gummy feeling, a little more tensed. It can help to tilt the head slightly towards your fingers. Anchor the hands underneath the collarbone, just right like at the collarbone, sliding them down. And then lift your chin, lifting it not that much to find a stretch there. And I might even be lifting more on this side. So this is not the right side of my neck I'm lifting. The right side of my jaw just a little bit. Easy, come out. Whatever leg position you are in. Especially if your knees have been bent for that whole time. You might, we're all going to bring our legs forward, but you might take a moment with the knees bent, feet on the ground. And you take a little massage through the quads and the front of the legs. Good. We'll keep the left leg out, right foot close in like tree pose. A big stretch to unwind. Walk the hands up, setting up your twist. Bent knee over. Come out. Changing sides for your hold. Up and over. Walk your hands up, setting up your twist. And unravel. And we'll go ahead and come to our backs. I'm going to stay upright because I know that laying down will make me feel dizzy. Coming to your back, go ahead and massage your back side to side. Bring your hands to your feet in your happy baby. Some space there. There is a lot of activation with the hands and the feet. Rolling the knees to your sides. Sometimes it can feel a little more of a passive, kind of like easy pose, rocking side to side. There is a lot of engagement there. Keeping the low back anchored down. Come out, bring your feet down and your knees together into a daydreamer pose. Oh, the hips just get to relax in a little bit. Take your arms across your body, holding onto the opposite elbow, keeping the elbows above the shoulders, so level there. Maybe a little further down, but not over your head. Just right above. And we can stretch out side to side through the arms. Depending on how much you stretch it, you might feel it through the back of the shoulders, across the upper arms, or you might find it a little bit more like thread the needle, where you're taking your shoulder blade, wrapping it over the ribs, over the sides. Easy, let that go. If you like having your legs in butterfly, go ahead and bring your soles of your feet together, knees open. If you have been in that position, you might use your hands to support the knees back up. Take your arms and legs up for bear pose. I like to move the wrists and the feet, give some nice stretch in the feet, the hands first. Ankles tend to be tight, so you might give some space there, moving them in all directions. And when you can, settle into your arms and legs up. Bring your feet down, rock your knees side to side. That little bit of a twist motion over your waist. We'll ground into the feet, coming into bridge pose, give a big stretch through the front body. Lift up your heels and roll down. Do it again. Roll down. And one more time. For some reason it feels wrong to do it twice. And go ahead and roll down. Set up to twist in your twist. Ease out. Changing sides. And come out. A moment for any last poses or stretches. Settling into your Shavasana when you're ready.